You are now experiencing Less Than Fresh, a movie podcast. Less Than Fresh is a free-form discussion of movies and other related media, so it should be assumed there are potential spoilers hiding around every corner. Consider this your official spoiler warning. This podcast is rated not safe for work and contains mild cursing. So, if you're uncomfortable with that, then you can go yourself in the and then get the out of here. This podcast is designed to be taken auditorily or optically. If you've somehow ingested it orally or rectally, please induce vomiting immediately. Now, on with the show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Less Than Fresh, a movie podcast. I'm Jasper Disaster.
And I'm Cassidy.
I thought there for a second you might have forgotten. Like, not forgotten to say it, but forgotten who the hell you are.
Well, I mean, I think I'm Cassidy. I was last time I checked.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Check the script. You're reading off the right line. Hey, it's our big anniversary special.
Yay! Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing anymore. I don't hate you people that much.
Thank God. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hate you that much, but I'm not going to make our listeners suffer through it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what to say to that. I really don't. So it's been a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year since we started this weird social experiment that we call Less Than Fresh Movie Podcast. How do you feel about it?
Kind of hard to believe that it's gone by. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's been a full year that we've been doing this. It really kind of only feels like we've been doing it. Well, I can see half a year, but it just doesn't feel like a year.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah. And we've done so much more than people even know about. Like, because there's so much content that has yet to be produced or gone through and edited and presented to the public.
We got a lot of stuff in post-production right now.
Yeah. I mean, I literally went out into the piney woods of East Texas and met Sasquatch. That happened. I went to the Piney Woods Comic-Con and met the guy who was Sasquatch in the Jack Link's Jerky commercials. That's what actually happened. But it sounds better when you say I went into the Piney Woods and I met Sasquatch.
I mean, from a certain point of view, you kind of did.
So you see, what I told you was true from a certain point of view. It's a cute way of saying you lied, old Ben.
Yeah.
So, but I did have fun doing that, going to Piney Woods Comic-Con, and I plan on us doing a lot more on location stuff, planning on us doing on location stuff together, but only one of us was near the Piney Woods when Comic-Con was happening.
In Ben's defense, it's not that he lied. It's just that he hadn't read the script for Empire Strikes Back yet, so he didn't actually know that Luke's father was still alive as Darth Vader.
Yeah, the same way that Luke hadn't read the script yet either, so he didn't know not to kiss Leia.
Pretty much, yeah. Though knowing Luke, I think he probably knew. He just wanted to do it anyways.
I mean, yeah, like in the Family Guy episode that's a parody. They accuse him of being like a serial killer because he killed small animals on on Tatooine. And he says, "There's 2 sons and no women. What am I supposed to do?" Like really, that's pretty true. I mean, until the most recent movies, there were only like 2 or 3 women in the entire universe.
And one black man.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's how George Lucas views the universe.
I wonder if he's a Trump supporter. Oh, sorry.
Hashtag not a political podcast.
Yes, I shouldn't go there. We don't want to get political. But
not on this show anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do a separate one for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get. We got a lot done, but at the same time, it kind of feels like we should have gotten more done.
We've had some setbacks.
Yeah.
I've had we've both had financial setbacks. I've had family setbacks. Stevens
Currently
had
having
technological
technical
setbacks.
difficulties.
Yeah.
like it says on the screen. Currently having technical difficulties.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, as the show has progressed, my setup has gotten consistently more and more high tech, and your setup has gotten consistently more and more low tech to the point where you're now doing the show with a flashlight and a Kindle.
Yeah, hey. Needs must. So,
right. I mean, there's something to be said for that guerrilla filmmaking. I mean, Robert Rodriguez, the master of guerrilla filmmaking, would love that.
Probably.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story that I heard about Austin Public Access Television and Robert Rodriguez?
I don't think so. I know I've heard some things, but I read his book. So I don't remember what is from that and what I've heard from other people. So feel free to tell the story.
So when I lived in Austin, I had friends who had their own shows on Austin Public Access. I never signed up and went through the course and like got on Austin Public Access TV, but was one of the few cable systems that still had public access TV. And so one of the guys who ran one of the shows told me that Robert Rodriguez used to come over and do a show just so that he could borrow the equipment. He didn't want to produce anything for cable access. He just wanted to borrow the equipment. So he would do that. He would he would get the equipment and set up a cantaloupe on a table and put the camera on a tripod and film an hour of that and turn that into the cable access people. And then he would just go shoot whatever he wanted to shoot before turning the camera back in. But his show was just an hour of cantaloupe on a table.
Yeah, I think now that you've told the story again, I think I actually do remember you telling me that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know whether to say that's messed up or if that's just brilliant. Kind of both.
I've always put it in the just brilliant category. It's been a year. I remember how it started. I sent you a Mean Girls meme that said, "Get in, loser. We're doing a podcast." And you responded something like, "What, really?" And by that point, I had worked it out well enough to where I knew the basic mechanics of how all of this was going to go together. So I was like, yeah, we're actually going to do it. And when you when you brought it to my attention that we were at the 1 year anniversary mark, I wanted to put something, even if it was something quick and simple together. I still wanted to do something to commemorate it, because looking back on what we did in those first few episodes, we were talking about stuff like the second Spaceballs movie, and talking about Coyote versus Acme. This is stuff that, like, I just saw Saberspark on YouTube do a YouTube short about Coyote versus Acme and how that got a distribution deal. I didn't hear him talking about it when the movie looked like it was going to be shelved for eternity, but once it got a distribution deal, he was talking about it. And then Spaceballs, everybody all over Facebook is like, "Ooh, Rick Moranis, Mel Brooks is coming back," and it's like, you weren't talking about the sequel happening when it was greenlit. It got greenlit a year ago when we were talking about it, but it's not until anybody wakes up to reality until they see Rick Moranis's name on the thing. It's like, you could have been in the know a year ago if you were listening to our podcast.
Yeah, well, not everybody's in touch with the film industry like we are.
Yeah, like we are. Like,
I was hoping I could say that without laughing, but I couldn't hold it in very long.
Right. It's like if we were in, I'm picturing us in a one of those one panel comics that they have in the New Yorker, where I'm literally riding your coattails, like like in the movie industry, like we are.
Yeah, well, I don't even really pay as much attention as I should. Like, I haven't been reading this stuff or doing much, searching of information and all lately.
That's because Steven's
I don't
computer.
know why. I just haven't.
I sent him the footage from Piney Woods Comic Con, and his computer literally couldn't handle it and killed itself. Like that's why he's not on the pulse of the movie industry like he normally is.
It can only handle so much footage of you.
And that's why you don't do the editing.
But
yeah.
That probably actually has a lot to do with why I haven't really been paying much attention lately, because with my computer crapping out on me, I just don't, there's only so much I can do on my phone before it gets annoying, because I'm going blind and it's hard to see. But
yeah, no, I have no idea what visual impairments are like.
I actually need to go get my eyes checked. It's been a little while.
So let me tell you. Let me tell you on the issue on the issue of visual impairment. Like I wear these glasses, and these are from a brand called Pair Eyewear, where you remove the fronts from them. # not sponsored. This is not an ad read. I'm actually going to talk about something negative about this product. Mr. Style Guy over here, I insisted on having the clear plastic frames. If I don't have one of these colored fronts on them, do you know how hard clear plastic frames are to see when you don't have your glasses on? That was a real smart decision on my part.
I don't know what to say about that except laugh.
Yeah, I realized that the other morning when I got up and I was looking for clear plastic glasses all over my bedroom.
I do want to rewind here just a second back to a comment you made just a little bit ago when you were talking about when we first started, how you'd sent me that meme, and I was like, yeah, I mean, like we're really going to do this? So, in my defense, we have a very long history of projects that we say we were going to do that we never actually got up off the ground. So it was like I had a
Yeah.
reason to be slightly skeptical about the are we actually going to do this? So,
Right.
and I'm not saying it's your fault because I was just about as bad about not getting motivated on actually following through on a lot of the ideas we had.
Yeah, you
So,
gotta understand, like for all the projects that we brainstormed or even got to the point where we shot a pilot episode for, you gotta understand, like for each one of those, I probably had 50, 75, 100 other ideas that I let go of because I'm an idea guy. Ideas come to me all the time, even when I don't, don't have anything to do with them or don't, necessarily want to be bothered by them. I just get ideas, and it's always been hard for me all my adult life to know what ideas to hold on to and what to let go of. But this one, fortunately, was easy enough of a startup, to just like get me in front of a camera, get you in front of a camera, use StreamYard, and bing, bang, boom, you got yourself a podcast.
I don't know. I have a history of being a creative perfectionist.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I go to do something creative, I have to do it perfectly. And if I can't
Mm-hmm.
do it perfectly, then it's not worth doing. And that's something I've like struggled with my entire life as far as like it doesn't really affect the rest of my life, but my creative my creative projects have always
Mm-hmm.
been that way. And that's something I've been really fighting the last couple of years to try to get over, and I still struggle with that. I mean, that's most of my motivation problems have always been about that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the reasons why I really loved this was because it was easier for me to get in where I didn't have to take creative control, so I didn't have to worry about it being perfect.
Mm-hmm. And
So
and
thank you for that,
and
by the
yeah,
way.
I mean, and that's the project's been engineered that way from the beginning. I knew you well enough and know you well enough that I knew about that creative perfection thing, and it's like if I take the steering wheel, if I'm the show host, I'm the color commentator guy, and you're the actual movie news guy or movie opinions guy, then you don't it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not the one in charge of it. And if you don't get to edit it and you don't see it until it's done, it's like, you can't perfectionist all over it. It's I took those parts of the project away from you and just left you with the fun part. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah. Well, I for the record, I actually enjoy editing,
Mhm.
but I have a tendency when I'm editing footage that I didn't have control over to be really constantly annoyed that they didn't do the shot a certain way. I found that out like I don't know. There was a project in one of I went to school for editing, and in one of the
Mhm.
classes there was a project where they gave us some footage, and it just drove me insane the way the clip was handed to me because it, it had a very dramatic moment that needed and it was the final moment of the footage. So
Mhm.
this emotional bomb was dropped and it needed just a few moments to just kind of sit to let you really absorb it. And whoever did the footage cut the camera almost immediately after it was said. So you had like a split second between this last line and when the footage cuts. And it was
Mhm.
just like, I don't know. It's like that teacher you once said that had gotten, was it a Razzie for worst editing?
Yeah, and
And it was like
so
that he.
we went to the Art Institute of Austin, and when I was going through the editing class at Art Institute of Austin, um the editing teacher on the first day of class, he says, here's a scene that I edited in a movie. It got voted the worst editing in a movie ever. And I don't know if it was a Razzie or what, but he was like, it was so infamous in that regard. He's like, some of you may have seen this already. And it was this samurai movie that had George Takei in it. And I like, and so it was like supposed to be modern day samurais, and they were in a warehouse sword fighting, and he's like, look at what I did with this scene, because he's like trying to defend his work. He's like, look at what I did with this. Like, they gave me all medium shots, no wide shots, no close-ups, and I had to make all of this out of just those medium shots. And when you put it in that context, yeah, what he did was pretty impressive with what he had to work with. But I mean, it's still,
If you don't have the footage to work with, there's only so much you can do.
sure,
And
that makes sense.
It's unfortunate that he had to take the rap for bad, I want to say, cinematic decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You got me curious, and I'm actually trying to look up George Takei's filmography on IMDb to see if I can figure out what the movie was.
Yeah.
I mean, this would have been back, around 2010 or earlier, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the footage itself looked like it was like early 2000s, late 90s. But talking about the show, because that's what this episode is about, is the history of the podcast. I'm wondering, what's your favorite episode? What was your favorite episode to do? Do you have an episode that you look back on fondly now, like as in actually go back and watch it again?
I haven't really gone back to really rewatch what we've done.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really liked being in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
like,
I kind of
watching
and
and
listening
listening
to
to myself can be a bit of an issue for me. But as far as making an episode, I think I really enjoyed the good or bad Nick Cage episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually learned a little bit about myself and how I view Nick Cage that I didn't. And kind of the same way with the Adam Sandler one, where it's like, I always tend to think of like, I dislike Adam Sandler. I don't like his comedies. And then I go in and, and I don't like Nick Cage as an actor. And then I go and I look at all those films and I'm like, I liked most of the films I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually surprised to think about how many of them I liked because of Nick Cage, not in spite of Nick Cage, like I thought. Like, I always kind of thought like the movies that I like of his was always despite,
Mm-hmm.
or I should say in spite of Nick Cage. Like, I'm like, well, I know he's in it, but I like this movie anyways.
Yeah.
So it was actually surprising to how many of those movies I saw, and I'm like, I really liked it, and I really liked the way that Nick Cage handled it. I mean, some of those movies, I really couldn't see anybody else playing those parts.
Hmm.
both when he was being more subdued and when he was doing full Nick Cage type acting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I think
Which
that
one
one
was it?
was
It
my
was
thought.
I think it was the Adam Sandler episode where you said before we started doing that project you thought he was setting out to try and ruin every movie he was in.
Um, I don't remember if I said that or not, but I
You no,
would
you definitely said it
kind
about
of.
one of them. I just can't. I think it was Adam Sandler because
Well, I was thinking it's like,
I don't really
hey,
picture you
well,
saying that about Nick Cage.
yeah. Well, I was just going to say is like I don't remember saying that, but if I did say it, I most likely would have said it about Adam Sandler because I could really see that applying because there were so many of his movies where I'm like, this is pretty good. Oh, okay, there's an Adam Sandler joke. It's like
Yeah.
you can whenever you see a movie that was co-written with Adam Sandler, you could definitely tell the parts that are written by Adam Sandler and the parts that are written by the co-writer.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
But yeah, it is amazing to look at the spectrum of work that both of those guys have done, and um, it's amazing to me that like somebody like my older sister, who will say to your face that she is not an Adam Sandler fan and does not like Adam Sandler movies. If Big Daddy or 50 First Dates are on, she will sit there and she will watch that movie. So, I mean, it's like
and I
it's not as
and
cut
I
and
still
dried as
have
she says it is.
yeah, and I still haven't seen either one of those yet.
I got nothing to say
So by any chance,
because my list of movies I haven't seen that you keep nagging me about is longer than my arm. So I got no room to talk when it comes to you not seeing those two movies.
just out of curiosity, that movie we were talking about that your former teacher had edited, would it be
Hmm.
Ninja Cheerleaders?
I have
That'd
no
be it.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think he actually mentioned the movie by name. At least I don't remember him doing that.
okay. Well, there is a movie with George Takei called Ninja Cheerleaders.
Hmm.
So interesting thing is that they down at the bottom when they where they list other movies you might also like. There is also a movie called Cheerleader Ninjas. So those are two separate movies: Ninja Cheerleaders and Cheerleader Ninjas.
It's like how Godfrey Ho has a movie that has a golden ninja warrior statue in it, and it's not the Godfrey Ho movie Golden Ninja Warrior.
Oh gosh.
That's not really the same thing. I just wanted to repeat that Brad Jones cinema snob joke that he made that one time. Um,
Oh, okay.
thank you,
So,
Brad Jones, for
yeah.
introducing
So
me and the rest of the world to Godfrey Ho.
it's all right. I bring up his reviews, and I always find the ones that pop into my mind is like, oh my god, I can't believe they made these god awful porn movies.
10
The
inch
Wood
Ninja
Rocket
Turtles.
films.
Yeah. Strokemon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for introducing me to that one, and thank you for introducing me to those reviews.
Sorry, not sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to the podcast, because the episode is about the history of the podcast, I would say that for me,
You keep
um,
saying that word. I don't know think it means what you think it means.
I
Sorry.
I think that when it comes to our episodes, yeah, I am exceptionally proud of the Nicolas Cage and the Adam Sandler episodes myself. And recently I went back, like I was just going through like looking at the channel, looking at the playlist, and I was like, huh, I remember shooting that episode, but I don't remember where we where on the chart we put all the movies. So I clicked on it and I started watching I can't remember if it was the Nicolas Cage one or the Adam Sandler one, but I mean that's that's good content when when I was in the episode and I want to go watch it again. It's pretty sad that the reason why I want to go watch it again is because I can't remember what happened in the episode, but never mind that. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, going to the Comic-Con was a lot of fun, and I plan on us both doing a lot more location based stuff. Do you see any other directions that we're gonna go with this in the next year and the years ahead?
Yeah, I actually kind of have a few ideas to do kind of I almost want to call it like a side project, just something along the theme or movie theme type stuff, but just I guess for lack of a better term, solo project. But
Oh, I see how it is. No,
yeah, I'm just
it's fine. You do your solo project, and then it'll
no,
never come out with an episode
no.
because you'll be too
Hey,
busy with your perfectionist streak.
probably, but I mean, you'll have me beat with your whole whopping one, vlog diary that you did.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
yeah.
still been waiting for the next episode of that one, but I gotta give you credit. That's one more than I've done. So I don't know. I am curious to see what we come up with and where we go from here. I have a few ideas,
Mhm.
but again, I've mostly been trying to let you run things and surprise me
Yeah. And
with
and
what we're going to
I
do and
have
so
run
forth. So,
things. I have run things straight into the ground, and I've surprised you with how fast I could do it.
yeah, yeah.
You're not supposed to agree with that. Ah, goddamn.
You should know better than to expect me
Right.
not
Right. I
to
should know
let
better than to set you up like that.
like, he hands me the chance to knock him down a peg or two. No, I'm going to build him up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it's not like I wouldn't have done the exact same thing. You set me up. Like even if I don't mean it, and like even if I don't even mean it in a sarcastic sense, I'm gonna be like, what? I had to take the opportunity. He set me up. He set me up.
Well, it's sitting there. I just always remember my mom making a comment one time when I was younger and she heard me talking to my friends. She's like, "You talk to your friends like that?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah. How else are they supposed to know I love them?" I
Right.
mean, that's just the way it is. It's like you always knock your friends a peg or two down just out of
Mm-hmm.
good-natured love to keep them from getting too much of an ego. Yes,
Right.
I might take it a little far sometimes, but I,
Mm-hmm.
I do sometimes have problems seeing that line, but I acknowledge that.
But that's a good thing about your friends is that if you hit that line, like you get close to the line, I'm not gonna say anything. But the moment you hit that line, I'm like, whoa, that's the line.
Yeah, you let me know. You let me know. So, but
Immediately, I'm like,
yeah,
flag on that play, buddy. That's no, that's a big old no.
I'm excited for another year. Like I really enjoy doing this, and I think we'll have some really fun and exciting episodes coming up. Um,
Yeah, we've
And
had some problems with life getting in the way of our production pipeline, but those are slowly but surely getting ironed out. And I promise you, we're still doing this. We haven't given up on this yet. We just don't know
yeah,
when to
yeah.
stop beating that dead horse.
Yeah. Well, I'm just, we finally got a project up off the ground. I refuse to let it die.
Right, right. Oh man, after so many years of sitting on my couch and talking to a random camcorder, and then nothing happening with that footage, we finally got an approach that actually produces an end product of some quality. Um, so
Quality being a very loose term there.
yeah, no quality in quotation marks. Yes, we produce a quality product.
Well,
Quality
it's like they always say.
TM.
It's like, well, it's quality of a certain level. I mean,
Right.
it's like that saying is like, I'm out of shape. No, I'm not out of shape. I'm just in a very round shape.
Round is a shape. That's,
Yeah, exactly. So, we fix quality product. It's just a certain degree of quality. I still have most of all that footage of stuff we did where we tried to
mhm.
start stuff previously. If I never get a working computer again, I might just put together a random clips, uh, edit some together, and we can put that up and let people see some of the wonderful ideas we had previously.
Did you all hear that threat? No one give him a computer. No one.
Oh, come on. My editing's not that bad.
It's not the editing, it's the content that you'll be editing that I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I don't know. I think some of it was actually decent if we actually would have got it off the ground, but I'm gonna say life and my creative perfectionism just got in the way.
hmm I mean, I put that in the life got in the way category. I, you know, your perfectionist streak is part of life getting in the way, from my perspective.
Yeah.
I guess that means that I consider you to be a force of nature. I don't know how you want to take that. Oh God, there goes the whole build him up or tear him down thing. I went the wrong direction. There'll be no living with him now.
Completely wrong direction. I am a force of nature. I'm gonna get little. I'm gonna get a business card now. Says that Cassidy, a force of nature.
Well, that goes right along with how the name you have me as in your phone now.
Oh, optimistic prime.
Optimistic Prime.
I was gonna say he sent me an audio clip of him doing the Optimus Prime voice, saying that the whole kind of joke thing about him being optimistic Prime, and I was like, "All right, that's it. That's your phone, your name in my phone now." So I changed it in my phone, so that's where it's listed.
I love that.
In my phone, he is now optimistic Prime.
But that's where I'd
Anyways,
like to wrap it up. I think like this was just meant to be like a short little celebration, a little retrospective of the year that was Less Than Fresh, a movie podcast. I'd ask you what you want to say to the nice people, but I know exactly what you want to say to the nice people.
yeah, what's that?
Watch more movies.
Thank you. So I don't have to say it.
I just I, I I'd say I know you that well, but really it's more of this is like our 10th episode or something, and you've said that same damn thing every single time.
Which reminds me, have I mentioned how much I hate the Phantom Menace in this? Because I mean, I've got a running streak going. And I kind of want to.
You almost made it. You almost made a whole episode without saying it. Oh my goodness. They wouldn't.
Yeah, I know, but
they wouldn't think this was an authentic episode if you left it out. They would think this was was AI.
I remember just in time.
Yeah.
Especially with how choppy my video is, but that's just my technical limitations at the moment.
I
don't know if you've noticed, but
yeah, it's not really. He has muscle spasms and facial tics that make him do that.
You know, I almost wish I had, because that'd be a lot better than having to admit the crap I'm having to use to make this appearance. I want my laptop back.
No, you don't. You want a better laptop in place of it. So, I mean, anything.
Yeah, well, hey, it was
anything aside from watch more movies you want to say to the people?
I'm really disappointed that so in our top 10 list of movies we're most looking forward to, I had put in an honorable mention was Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Guillermo? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I always butcher his name. And I was so disappointed to learn that it was not getting a theatrical release and it's going straight to Netflix. And I'm like, come on, people. So I guess I'm not really wanting to say this to the people. I'm wanting to say this to the movie execs. Quit doing this direct to streaming crap. Put it out in the theater so people can go watch more movies.
You're making it harder and harder for yourself to work in the industry when you draw a distinction between people and movie execs. I know there is a line there, but they like to think of themselves as falling into that other category as well.
Well, I was meaning it as in, you know, a specific group versus a general group. But yeah, now that you mention it, people, movie execs, they are kind of contradictory terms.
I love that. Yeah,
I mean, just look at Zaslav.
Dig yourself out of the hole, and you're like, no, I kind of like it in this hole.
I mean, look at Zaslav. I mean, that's the example right there.
Yeah, subhuman. But what I want to say, just in regard to the movie industry, real quick, is that they do such a poor job promoting movies these days that I didn't know there was a Superman movie coming out this summer until I went into a Dairy Queen and saw the promotional tie-in products that they were selling in Dairy Queen. The Dairy Queen tie-in informed me that the movie existed. The commercials, the television commercials, the movie trailers, all of that stuff did not inform me that the movie existed before the tie-in fucking ice cream.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm a huge Wes Anderson fan. I love his movies. And I found out about the Phoenician Project a week before it was released. I'm like, how the hell have I not heard of this before now? I'm like, Wes Anderson used to be someone that you would see, they would definitely be, you know, marketing. And then it's just like, nope, we're going to drop it a week. You know, first ad I see is a week, and it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I mean, I almost missed it. I'm scrolling through it, and I see that, and I'm like, okay, wait, Wes Anderson? how the hell did I not know this movie was coming out? It should have been on my top 10 list.
Oh my God. What's hilarious to me is the way my mind works. I said, I didn't know Superman was coming out. And then you follow that up with, I'm a big Wes Anderson fan. I'm like, did Wes Anderson direct this Superman movie? Like, and then the whole time you're talking, I'm thinking about how great it would be to see a Wes Anderson directed Superman
I would say
movie.
I would watch the hell out of a Wes. I was gonna say I would watch the hell out of a Wes Anderson Superman movie. That would be, yeah, that would be awesome. No. Have you,
like,
real quick? Have you seen
when we were in art school? They taught us to describe things as such and such property meets such and such property. It's like, hey, so what's that new Wes Anderson movie like? It's like the Darjeeling Limited meets the Justice League.
See, I actually saw it more of the World Aquatic.
I know. I just went for the first
with
Wes
Steve
Anderson
Zissou meets.
Yeah, Life Aquatic. I totally see that, but yeah, I went for the first Wes Anderson title that popped into my head.
Either that, well, I mean, it depends. If he did it claymation, then I'd have to go with Isle of Dogs. Well, no, maybe it would be more of a Fantastic Mr. Fox meets Justice League.
Man, I would love to see
that. Would actually,
Superman
I would
movie
really
in that style of animation. Yeah,
that would actually be really good.
Yeah.
Man, well, it's like on our Facebook page. I posted a picture meme that I had found online. I have no idea who the artist is. And I put a comment about, like if anybody sees this and they know who is, let us know so we can totally give them credit. But they drew Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor as Luke Cage and Iron Fist. And I'm like, I so want to see that movie. That would be awesome. I mean, it'd be a totally weird tone for a superhero movie, but still, if you could get 80s Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor playing those two characters, that would be so phenomenal. Sorry, sidetrack.
Well, with the advent of AI, anything is possible these days.
Unfortunately.
I, for one, welcome our AI overlords. I look forward to the time where scripts are completely written by computer and we've done away with actors entirely and we just buy their likenesses so that we can feed them into a computer. Yeah, I just made myself a little sad with that one.
Yeah. I'm like, it just got hashtag we're not a political podcast. It just got me thinking about the sad state that the world's headed to, or at least our country is headed to at this point in time. So I'm like, yeah, it's just another thing on the, another log on the fire. But yeah. So is there anything you would like to say to the people?
I mean, I had something like 20
all
minutes
five
ago
of them that
when
are
I
actually
asked you
watching
that
this
question. I just want to say that, I'm thankful for this opportunity. I mean, like, even though we haven't done nearly what we should have done by this point with this opportunity, it's nice to know that, as a side gig, as a side hustle, as just kind of shooting the shit with your best friend, you can take that and, welcome the rest of the world into that conversation and have fun with it. I mean, it hasn't made us much money or any money at this point, but that's not why we do it. It would be nice.
Have we made any money? Oh yes.
It's like, and I'm sitting over here with a cloth bag with a dollar sign on the front. No, we haven't made any money. Yeah.
So there is something else I would like to say to all of our viewers out there, all 5 of them. I want you to go to your friends, and I want you to go to your family, and I want you to grab their wrist, and I want you to twist their arm up behind their back and just wrench it right up there until they go to YouTube and subscribe and like. And matter of fact, and then follow us on Facebook, and then you can let them go.
That was hyperbole. Less Than Fresh, a movie podcast, does not condone violence against any person. No, seriously, do that to all of your family members, friends, and strangers. Like you see somebody on the street.
If you want to find some random stranger, feel free.
Yeah, I mean, that's just gravy for us. We'll take the extra sub. Yeah, you say some on the street that looks like he's not one of the cool kids. He looks like he hasn't signed up for Less Than Fresh, a movie podcast. You twist that sucker's arm and you tell him, subscribe right now.
Matter of fact, go for the strangers because they won't see you coming. Your family and friends will probably expect you.
That's actually frightening. Yeah, so as soon as we do make some money, we're gonna hire some lawyers so to write some nice disclaimers to go at the end of the show, and to defend us in court until we get those in place. But
we need to hire the legal eagle.
Yeah, Devin's awesome. I mean, he doesn't even have to do any legal work for us. I would just pay him to sit there so I could stare at him.
Well, I mean, honestly, I never thought law could be that interesting. And so free plug here, but check out his YouTube page. He makes really boring crap really interesting.
He's really struggling. He really needs our support.
Yeah. Hey, everybody could use our support. All right. Okay, you're right. Everybody could use my support because I am a force of nature. Yes, I will hold that one over your head for years to come.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, I look forward to seeing what we can manage to come up with for the years ahead. And thank you very much. Like, whether you're subscribed or not, if you've listened to us or watched one of our episodes or even, put up with us for even a minute, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you for that support.
And I commend your tolerance.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well,
you have the patience of Job.
Well, to be fair, Job hasn't listened to any episodes of our podcast.
Yeah. Oh.
Until next time, dear viewers and dear listeners, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Y'all have a good one.